forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense will be first on the attack. We've got a battle that you two are going to love, and so is everybody else for that matter. High-octane offense, stone-wall defense. As they say, something's got to give, Jesse.
Yeah, this is a classic example here of the unstoppable force versus the immovable object, right? Something has got to give, and you really got to dive into the X's and O's.
Turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Breaks the tackle and runs through another guy. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. And the Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down. The Hawkeyes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Keeps it on the bootleg. Fires to the big fella. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Anderson. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reece, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises. And I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
And the try is no good. After the miss, no change in the score. So Notre Dame's offense will take the field for the first time. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that. And I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll work his way down to the 28. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense. The defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
He's got an open man. Breaks into the open. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door, 1st and goal.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal.
Get set, get set.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares on problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Makes the catch. It's Anderson. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hawkeyes will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Gilbert. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Farrell. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they got it at the 42. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. The give to the tailback. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Going with the ground game left. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. Thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. Now the toss. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
Man, a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
A first down run on the doorstep. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. He might want another play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Got a man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal from the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Splits the uprights right down the middle, and that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They'll try the run. Quick spin on the ride. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's first and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Hawkeyes have their whole playbook open here on second and inches. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. First play of the period, first down here. receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Cross to throw on first down. It's on target and complete. Touchdown, Iowa! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And these slants are so hard to defend when the ball's thrown like that. The receiver catches it, and he's catching it going so fast, and you could tell the defense couldn't quite get the right angles, and he does the rest, uses his speed, gets all the way to the end zone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Back has it. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just...
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
To the ground with the back. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball. He just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. Finds a man in the middle. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. New set of downs after the completion. Using his legs, it's Peppers. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Here's a heat. Quickly out to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
It's not sexy. It's not pretty. It's actually kind of old school because people don't really run a lot of QB sneaks anymore. You don't even see quarterbacks under center that much. But what do? You keep your momentum going. You've already strung together a bunch of plays. Now is not the time to get super aggressive. Way to go, high percentage, run the quarterback sneak, get the first down.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy. He was able to get the tackle for loss.
The Hawkeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Send the tight end in motion. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to pass. Trying to bull his way in. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great. So, David, they really got to be able to put something positive together on this drive.
Put something positive together, be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more of those turnovers.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season. Like, again, you have goals and you have midpoints to the season where you're at right now. This is where you wanted to be. You wanted to be in the mix in one of the best conferences in all of college football, and Jesse, they're doing that in the Big Ten.
Yeah, they've been able to handle the stage and handle the pressure. With every win, that makes the next game that much bigger, and they've shown up on big stages on national television, and they've been able to deliver. This game, though, is the biggest yet. If they keep on the pace they're at, they're going to be playing for a Big Ten championship.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. Let's see what he can do with it. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the 2nd quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complementary football up to this point, but this is a huge opportunity, David, for them to really create some momentum.
Well, and the defense did such a good job keeping them in the game early. Now, holding down their end. Now get the offense rolling, put up some points on the scoreboard, and then you could really get dangerous in this ball game.
The Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. And the Hawkeyes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Gilbert.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. They'll run it to the right side. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
That's a really good-looking physical run. I'll tell you, when you think of Notre Dame football, too, you think of all the great coaches they've had, Aaron Parsegian, Newt Rockne, Lou Holtz. Those guys would love what they're seeing right now. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, wearing the defense down, running the football when they know you're going to do it. This is Notre Dame football.
He'll take the deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Farrell. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job.
He's looking deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Gonna look downfield again. Punts it out of the air. Now the connection takes it to the 11. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding...
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Aaron!
This guy's an excellent route runner, and he has really good hands. You've got to. That's now his third receiving touchdown. They've only played 3 games. Nobody can cover this guy up to this point of the season.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Pressure coming. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack, throw the ball away. Now listen, we can debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it. So you know what? Nice throwaway, QB.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signaled a 2-minute timeout. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. He's got his man. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Here's the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw. Incomplete, and they tried to catch him flat-footed on 1st down, but the defense was ready.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Going to the ground. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He slings it deep to the left. Turning on the Jets. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll pull it on the read. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. That's caught. It's Toppin. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Looking downfield on 1st down. Running to Green. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Just a short pass to the tight end. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Hawkeyes will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Back to throw time, running short in the half. Using the quick game. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That's caught. It's Toppin. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in South Bend going on.
The Hawkeyes will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the ride. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Right back to the well. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pulls it in. It's Larson. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They went up top to pick up the last 1st down. Let's see what they have here. Running back searching for a hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Quick step and go. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run the option. Power football with the run. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Slide 22.
They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
Get set, get set.
To the air on 1st down. Rushes on him. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. But you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here. And I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
sharp as they extend the lead.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Central Michigan is in trouble. Check that. They're in a world of trouble because unless I'm reading that scoreboard wrong, that does not look very good. They're trailing by 14 to Texas A&M. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Rides the back on the option to give. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Off-play action on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Peppers. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple score. He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. The sure hands, it's Farrell. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a second and long. Gets the back moving. Wants to fire on second down. Pulls it in. It's Williams. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And a nice play by the defense. Third and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass, and giving no space for the offense.
Notre Dame looking for this fourth down conversion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the tight end.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. He splits the uprights. That'll close the gap to 14.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here come the Irish back on offense. They'll run it from the gun. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
They'll give it to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Motion from the back. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Leaves it with the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Now the play fake. Quarterback strolling away from heat. There he goes.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Hawkeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Quarterback on the keeper. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa! And they take it in for 6 more points.
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, or number 3 is coming soon.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback making checks. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. The short hands, it's Farrell. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Gilbert. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get them on the ground quickly.
Back to pass on second down. Complete to the left. Off and running. Pass to 10. Touchdown, Irish. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. If he can keep putting together games like this, he might have a shot at Brady Quinn's career touchdown record of 95. All the great quarterbacks the Irish have had, guys like Joe Theismann, John Hewitt, nobody's even close to that.
Yeah, and that's crazy to think about being that kind of a company. And Notre Dame's always been a good running team. And when they find quarterbacks and have great quarterback play, then I think they start to take off to that next level. And so far, he's showing that here today.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Mississippi State delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the SEC. Trust me when I say the party is on in Stark Vegas. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And the Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the running back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run play action. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him. And that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Just couldn't quite stay in bounds while making that grab. It's incomplete. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The Hawkeyes are on the move. They'll keep it on the ground. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. To the air on 2nd down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
I like the aggressiveness by this offense. The defense is probably thinking run, right? They want to get a new set of downs, get a 1st down. They choose to be aggressive, but they don't protect their quarterback. And now the defense has flipped the script.
Fires toward the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. 1st and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Got his man in the middle. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step one accomplished, but this offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And with the lead late in this football game, I expect to see more of this from this offense. And what am I telling my running back, who's already put the ball on the ground once today? 2 hands on the football. We're not fighting for all this extra yardage. Like, protect the football. We cannot put that thing on the deck.
Got a man. It's Farrell. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. Now the pitch. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Williams. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
They're working that left side. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. He'll set up to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. Next going for the goal line. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it. They should be able to kneel this one out. And the defense in desperation mode, trying to hang on to give their team a chance. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And to the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. They'll send the back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Williams. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. Started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the fourth quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Finds his man. It's Toppin. Across the 35. Out of bounds at the 36. And a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Wants to throw on first down. He's got him.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
He's going to look for a man on third and short. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for a huge play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game,